Welcome, my friend. Let's join together standing at the back of your mats. Bring your feet hip distance, running parallel. And begin to ground down through the soles of your feet. Lining your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Let's breathe in, circle your fingertips up. Clasp your left wrist with your right hand and think up and over as you take it into a side body stretch. Spiral your heart towards the sky, gaze under your arm. Breathe in, lift up to center, and let's switch sides. Clasping your right wrist with your left hand and think up and over as you take it into that side body stretch. Feeling that length all along that right side. Breathe and reach up to center. Exhalation, prayer descends to heart. Bring your thumbs to your sternum reaching up to your thumbs. We'll just take a moment here to fully arrive here on the mat. Breathing in through your nose. And long, slow, complete exhalations out your nose. Letting the outside world go. And breathing into this present moment. Feeling into the sensations of your body, into the sensations of your breath. Breathe in, circle your fingertips up to the sky. Exhalation, draw those elbows back as you lift your heart, slowly cactusing your arms down. And let's interlace your fingers behind your low back. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. And we'll draw your interlaced fingers down and press them away to the space behind you. As you lift your heart, let's breathe in. On the exhalation, hinge forward. Interlaced fingers will circle up and overhead. Let them fall away to the space in front of you. Slight bend in your knees. Your head is heavy, neck is soft. Just begin to take a slow sway side to side. Breathing in as you circle up and over to one side. Exhaling as you release down through center. Feeling all those little sensations in your shoulders, in your arms, in your chest. Settle into stillness at center. Breathe in, lift halfway. Just release your fingertips towards the earth. And take any feel-good moves that are calling to you in your forward fold. Find stillness at center, and then we'll walk your palms forward, coming into a downward facing dog with your feet as wide as the mat. Press down through your knuckles and your fingertips, yearning your chest through center as you lengthen your tailbone towards the sky, heels yearning towards the earth. Shift your weight into your left palm. And very slowly tap your right shoulder with your left hand. And then reach your right arm through, thread it through to the outside of the opposite leg, coming into a twist. So your gaze will be towards the left side under your arm. Try to keep those hip points square. And not shifting over to the left, line them back up as they are. return that palm to the mat. Clarify your foundation. And then we'll shift that weight into your right palm this time. And when you're ready, bring your left hand to tap your opposite shoulder. And then thread it through to clasp the outside edge of your opposite leg. Wherever's accessible, just make sure that's above or below the knee joint. Check in with those hip points, and if you notice that they're shifted over to the right, line them back up. Soft smile upon your face. Let's return that palm to the mat. Bend into both your knees, sending your hips towards the sky, yearning your chest through center. Then slowly lower your knees to the mat. Bring your knees in towards one another and release your hips back to your heels for child's pose. But keep those toes tucked so we can get into nourishing your toes a little bit here. Send those hips back as you reach your fingertips away. Keep space between your shoulders and your ears. Let's breathe in. And the exhalation, round forward. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your heart. And find your neutral spine. Puppy pose. So ensure that your knees are underneath your hip points. And then keeping them just as they are, walk your palms forward and melt your heart towards the earth. Grounding your forehead. Letting your armpits yearn towards the earth. And as you breathe, firm your navel back to your spine, as this will help to support and protect your lower back. Let's press into your palms to lift up, to shift your weight forward, coming into Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms running parallel, fingertips are spread wide. Ground down to lift your heart up. Lift your gaze. Shoulder heads draw back as you yearn your heart center forward. Breathe in, lengthening up to the crown of your head. And exhale, take your gaze over to the right. Feeling that stretch. Breathe into center. Exhale over to the left. Breathe into center. We're going to take a shoulder stretch next. So just slide your left palm forward a little bit. We'll take your right arm, threading it underneath your left, ground that shoulder and extend your left arm out long. And then just let the weight of your body rest to that arm. You can ground your forehead to the earth. To the left side of your neck. Feel into those sensations. Relaxing through your torso, through your glutes, through your legs. Space between shoulder and ear. Bring your left palm back to press up, unwind, returning that palm to the mat, that forearm to the mat. We'll slide it forward and thread your left arm over to the right side. Grounding that shoulder to the earth, extending your right arm out long, softening your forehead to the earth. Notice if you experience any different sensations on this side compared to that of the first. The space between shoulders and ears. Relaxing throughout your body. Giving all your weight over to the earth. This is half bow tie pose. Reaching your right palm to the mat. Press down to unwind, returning that forearm to the earth. Coming into our Sphinx pose variation. Just for a moment. And extend your arms out long. We are going to warm up our backside of our body. So on your in-breath, we'll lift your opposite arm and opposite leg up. So breathe and lift that right arm and left leg up. Lift it high. We're holding it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Breathe in to lift the opposite side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhalation to lower. Breathe in, lift. Holding it for 4. Reach your fingertips forward, your toes back, getting nice and long as you lift up a few inches higher. 2, 1, and lower. Breathe in to lift the opposite side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhalation to lower. Draw your elbows back, palms underneath your shoulders. Breathe in, lift up for cobra. Draw those elbows back. Feel your shoulder blades guiding down your back. Tailbone lengthens to the space between your heels. On your exhalation, slowly lower to the earth. Tuck your back toes and press your hips back to your heels for child's. Rock those hips side to side. Rounding out that spine. A counter pose to our back bends. Recalibrating your body. Breathe in. On the exhalation, round forward into cat. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your heart for cow. Neutral spine. Breathe in to extend your right toes up to the sky. Exhalation, step that foot through. Coming into our low lunge. Glance down at that front knee. Ensure that your ankle is in line with your knee and it's not going past. Fingertips to the mat, breathing and lifting your heart. Draw your left hip forward as the right slides back. You can do this by energetically scissoring your thighs. Good, now on your inhalation, breathe in to sweep your fingertips up to the sky. Let's heel toe your front foot to the edge of the mat. On your exhalation, lower your hands down to the inside of your front foot. Breathing and lifting your heart. Noticing how this feels compared to that of our low lunge with our foot in at hip distance. Let's ground your left palm to the mat. Bring your right hand to grasp the meat of your thigh and then externally rotate that thigh, coming into a twist. Your right shoulder circles up and back, feeling that shoulder blade glide down your back. Lift your gaze. Soften. Bring your right palm to the mat. Tuck your back toes, press up, and then we'll step your front foot back for plank pose. Go ahead and take your flow. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Soften those knees to the mat. Wrists underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, extend your left toes up to the sky. Exhalation, step that foot through. Low lunge. Glancing down at that front foot to ensure your feet are on 2 separate tracks and that front knee is in line with your ankle and not going past. fingertips to the mat, breathing and lifting your heart. Energetically scissor those thighs, feeling them square up. And create stability in the hips. On your in-breath, breathe and circle your fingertips up. And let's heel toe that front foot to the edge of the mat. Exhalation, lower your hands down to the inside of your front foot. Breathing and lifting your heart. And we'll ground your right palm to the earth, taking your left hand to grasp the meat of that left leg, spiraling it up towards the sky, coming into a twist. Left shoulder blade gliding down your back. Let's soften. Return your left palm to the mat. Tuck your back toes and press up. Then we'll step that front foot back for plank pose. Take your flow, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Soften your knees to the mat and sit your hips back to your heels. Let's extend your right arm out, cross it over your body. Opposite hand comes above or below the elbow joint. And just gently yearn that arm back towards your body. If you like, you can add in a neck stretch. Breathing in, lengthening your crown up to the sky. On the exhale, soften your left ear towards your left shoulder. On your inhale, slowly lift your head back up to center as you breathe in, open your arms wide, lifting your heart. And we'll take it over to the second side. Adding in that neck stretch, breathing in, lengthening up. Exhalation, soften right ear to right shoulder. Soft smile upon your face as you enjoy all the feel-good sensations of this shoulder stretch and of our practice. On your inhale, slowly lift your head back up to center as you open your arms wide. Exhalation to soften. We're going to breathe and circle them right back up, and we are going to do finger crunches. So we're just going to do this as fast as you can, just taking smooth, steady breaths. Just keep going. It'll get pretty challenging in your fingers and in your wrists. Just keep going. Breathing. Keep going, you got this. We'll do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just shake it off. Shake those arms up, shake them down. Just release that, let it go. Who cares what it looks like? Just move in a way that feels good and releasing. Beautiful work. Let's walk those palms forward and find your plank pose. Palms underneath your shoulders, fingers are spread wide. Press back through your heels. Lower belly firms up and in. Pressing down through your knuckles and fingertips to stay lifted through your shoulder girdle. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees to the mat. Lower your belly, lift your heart. Coming into cow pose, so adjust your palms as needed so they align underneath your shoulders. Exhalation, round through into cat. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your heart. Exhalation, round through. Chin to chest. Feeling those shoulder blades widen side to side. Now let's cross your ankles and sit behind them to come into an easy seat. I'm going to move to the center of the mat. We're coming to the closing of our practice. Lower your left palm to the mat. We're coming into a side body stretch. Breathe in to circle your right arm up and over. Enjoy these final stretches. Move intuitively as you take them. Breathe in up to center. Exhale over. Side body stretch to the opposite side. Breathe in up to center. Cartwheel those arms. Left hand near your seat. Right hand to your knee. And exhale at the navel into a twist. Let's fan or cartwheel those arms again. Coming into a twist to the opposite side. Fan your arms up to center. Breathing in. Exhalation, draw those elbows wide as you cactus them down. Really drawing your elbows back in space for a feel-good shoulder stretch. Rest your hands wherever feels comfortable. Take a soft gaze forward or gently close your eyes. And we'll soften your chin to your chest and take a big circle of your head to one side. And then the opposite. Falling in at center, chin to chest, breathing in, crown of head lengthens up to the sky. And just take a moment to feel into your body. Notice your breath. Feel your sits bones rooted to the earth. Feel where your body is kissing the earth. And feel grounded through this connection. Let's breathe and circle your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Your palms kiss the top and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Breathe in to raise prayer to your third eye, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts of ourselves and thoughts of others. Hands lower to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as you nourish your body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our actions, acting in love and kindness. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste.